When I have an idea, you start exploring it, and then I let the project to kind of lead where it goes. I don't have a preconceived idea of where I want to go. So each project is a little bit of an adventure with the materials and sometimes with other people that I collaborate with. My favorite material is light. A material that you cannot touch, you cannot feel, but you cannot even see when it travels through the space. You only see it when it bounces into other material. So in reality, through light, you end up working with all other materials, because other materials almost, you cannot see them without light. I think I'm not an artist. I always need a goal or somewhere to go that would have an impact. Maybe it's not, a pragmatic function that is going to make people's life easier. Maybe it's more about generating an experience that was not created before. But I don't do it for me. I do it for the public in that sense. I'm not an artist. I'm a designer. I consider myself a designer. What I really like about my neighborhood is it's one of the few parts of the old town of Barcelona that still belongs to the neighbors. Like, this was all buildings before, they knocked them down, and then they took too long to start building the new ones, and the neighbors just took it on. And they just made a vegetable garden there, which is not something that it's, let's say, regulated. It's something that people organize themselves. I think there was a big change. Before it was all blocked, you could not just walk down to the beach. What they did, it was to open the barrier that was there of roads and factories, so then the city opened up to the beach. All this area was very poor, although you could come down here and have a super nice, in a dodgy place, like fried fish, or now it's all a little bit more commercial, let's say. That's the way Barcelona takes a neighborhood that has no much interest and nobody really wants to go. Bit by bit, it's taking neighborhoods that are run down a little bit, and with a few architectural interventions, they open it to the people. At the end, it's all the same style now. There is no one statement. It's just about making fancy buildings. So that's why star architects make this crazy project, actually, It's not about the function they accomplish, it's more about the sign they become, This is a flea market, and this flea market used to be a rundown place. Now they've made this amazing, massive new building, which is actually just a roof, very nicely done. But then inside you still find all the crappy, the flea market stuff, all the stuff. Design is in crisis. That's very good. It's very good that design is in crisis. The same thing that economy is in crisis. I think it's very good because it shakes people a little bit. It shakes comfort. It generates creativity to find new ways to solve things or to make a living. Or yeah, I think it's good. Crisis is good. This was made for the international exhibition at the end of the 19th century. This is actually one of the few gardens that you can find here in the center of town. It feels a little bit like going out of Barcelona, and you're able to breathe a little bit. Barcelona is very dense, like it's all within what used to be the old town. So now it's all narrow streets, you can hardly drive, which is good. It's pedestrian roads, but it's very closed. I think new technologies can open doors for a real democracy. Democracy is not the word here. It would be more like, that maybe we don't need somebody to run and organize all the public transport. Maybe it's just the users themselves that can connect things to get what they want to get. Probably a little bit utopical, but